My iron came in, guys. I'm so excited. Just the second that I was putting up the video for, oh, can you see it from here? No, you can't see the one ugly block, which is not too ugly, by the way. Let me show it to you. See, there. That one beside the green. It's not too ugly, is it? I've been calling it that jokingly because I intentionally was not giving it the balance effect that you would look for in a colorway because I was trying to blend it in with the blocks beside it. It turned out beautifully, but it was a long video. And throughout that video, I'm talking about this iron and I am so excited it finally came in. Let's unbox it together. Okay, this is important. When detaching the packaged cover case, the cover case can only be opened when the unit is placed on a stable surface such as a table. The cover case cannot be unlocked when lifting the cover case with the power base. Good to know. Okay. Oh my gosh. In my mind, this thing's been in my studio for a while, so I feel like this is almost anticlimactic. Not that heavy. It's kind of bulbous, but not heavy. Like it's not really taxing my fingers, and I don't even have a good grip. Okay, feels like it's a good quality plastic. Like, you know, I know we don't buy an iron because of the quality of the case, but it's worth mentioning because if we take it anywhere, it's good to have a case, right? Okay. I bet those instructions are telling me how to do this. Maybe I should have read them. Don't want to break anything. So we have under operation, we have components, identification, becoming familiar with your cordless iron, tips and hints, how to remove the cover case. I'll skip to that. That's number 7. How to fill with water, how to energize the iron, how to control temperature, how to use as a steam iron, how to use as a dry iron, special functions. Special functions. What kind of tricks does it have? Okay, so block 7. Not block. That's funny. Page 7. Okay. Yeah, you just pull them up. You just pull this up. By pulling the case lock hooks to the outside position, lift the cover case. Okay. I can do that. Just have a weak thumbs. There we go. Oh, it's so pretty. See what I mean? But when you're ironing and you're like this, you don't have to turn it all the way up like you do a regular iron. You're just kind of angling it a little bit. This is going to be fantastic. And I'm so excited. It's great for anybody with arthritis in your wrists or your hands. If you do a lot of repetitive ironing or, much at all, you need to not, overwork the wrists. Can I just say again, it's pretty, it's sleek. The other thing that I really like about this, and I haven't even gotten into its special tricks it evidently has on one of these pages in the manual, but this, see how you can go both directions? There's a point on both directions. I like that a lot. And it's not even that heavy. Of course, it doesn't have water in it. It's not as light as that Sunbeam that I had for a short period of time. But it's okay because I don't have to, you know, work my hand to turn it up, because I'm going to be going from this position to this position, and that work is mostly in my arm and shoulder, not my wrist and hand. I mean, that's fantastic because there's not much of a difference from that to that. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, what else do I need to learn about this? Where's my cord? It must be a retractable cord. Yes, it is. That's nice. Okay, let me read a little bit here. How to fill with water. Please detach the shock absorbent film before, yeah, that's fine. Okay, I think it's hilarious that it told you to take this off before ironing. I think that's hilarious, but you know, they gotta cover their bases. Remove the water tank by pressing the water tank release button. Interesting. That's where it charges up. So this is 120 volts, 60 hertz, 1500 watts. And you can only use it in this base. So I guess that's good to note if you have more than one of these. And this is, by the way, which one is this? This is the NI-QL1100 is what this one is. Yeah, it says it right there, model number 1100. NI-QL1100. And it's pretty. Okay, how do I guess this button probably releases my tank. I should probably, yep, it does. Oh, neat. Should probably read the instructions. I got the manual right here. Okay, so you take this to fill it up. Take that, fill it up, or take it off away from everything. And I keep a little measuring cup that I can go back and forth to the kitchen. It's not a huge amount of water. Actually, I guess it's probably fine. It's probably as much as any other iron. Okay, good to know. Fill it up. And then it slides back on. Okay, so I have steam, temperature high, medium, low, off. Then I can set it. Okay. Cotton and linen is high, rayon, polyester, wool is medium, acrylic and silk is low. So you don't get a gradiated temperature settings, you just get 3 settings. You get your burst of steam, then you got your puff that you can do manually, and then you've got your settings here. You got your no steam, and this is your steam, and that's your lot of steam. Okay, all right, time to get it plugged up and give it a whirl. Let's see how long this cord is. Now, I didn't realize that these actually rolled. I guess that's so that you can, yeah, just so it slides right in. It just kind of brings it right into the place where it's supposed to go. Okay, how long is my cord? Kind of locks in place, that's nice. It's plenty long. There we go. It's got a little red mark so you know not to pull anymore. I'm giving it a little bit of a tug so it goes back. Okay, interesting. So it stopped. I pulled it a little ways and it stopped. Pulled another little ways and it stopped. But you have to pull a certain amount before it stops. Because if you just pull a little bit, it thinks you're asking it to retract. There, okay. Gonna get it moved to my ironing station and we'll pick up there. I should probably transport it with this retracted. Yeah, that went right back in where it was supposed to, nice and tidy, no issues. That's great. Now it's got this little lip on the cord. I've not seen that on a cord, and I'm not sure what that's for. Let's look at the parts identification and see if that tells us anything. Nope, it doesn't say anything about that. I'm sure that has a role. Maybe it's for just securing itself. That's interesting. I guess it can just hook on things. Is that part of irons these days and I'm just new to the game? I don't know. See that little lip right there? That's a piece of rubber that can glide along the length of the cord and use probably to direct the cord away from your ironing station, or I don't know, you know, I could imagine that being very useful. Okay, I think everything it mentions here we've already figured out. It's interesting that these won't melt. They feel like they're not siliconed, like they're just regular rubber. Use only electric iron model, this one, with this power base. Hot surface, hot support rollers. Do not touch after iron is energized. Interesting. And then it's got it in French as well. That's sleek. Is that not pretty? Okay, to maintain the temperature at the selected level, the iron must be energized while it rests securely on the power base. The power base is also the intended rest place for the iron. Special functions, power shot. There's vertical steam on this. That's nice to know. To get better results when using vertical steam, hang the garment on a clothes hanger. Curtains and drapes may also be steamed once they're hung. Hold the iron away from your body. Pull the fabric tight with your free hand and pump the power shot. Okay, that one right there. Okay. Anti-drip system, automatic water seal. Anti-drip system. When the temperature of the sole plate surface drops below 250, the valve for the vaporizing chamber in the iron automatically closes and stops the water from going in further. This prevents hot, unvaporized water from ejecting out of the sole plate when the iron has cooled down. But this system is unnecessary for you to wait until the inside of the vaporizing chamber dries completely when you store the iron. It's not a sign of malfunction when you hear a clicking sound. Okay, I've got a blouse that I want to press, but maybe I'll try steam ironing it. Interesting. I may bring it down here and give that a go and see how that works. So you use your spray button when you got something that's difficult and you want to difficult to remove the wrinkle from, and you want to get extra moisture, right? And it's going to spray out of here. Well, they're saying that you can use it even when you have it on dry. That's good to know. Like if you've got water in here and that water is hot already, even if you're using a dry iron otherwise, you can use your spray button. To get a finer spray, pump the button vigorously. To get a more powerful spray, pump the button more slowly. Oh, interesting. For best results, use a quick full stroke, like all the way down. Interesting. Stay clean vents. So it has an anti-calcium system, and the water reservoir continuously reduces scale buildup in the vaporizing chamber of the iron. So it has something that keeps it from creating scale in the vaporizing chamber. So when you're done, you hit the set button until it's off, until it indicates that it's off. Unplug the iron, retract the cord, empty the water. Do not store the iron with water inside. Push the cover case until it clicks. Okay, well, this is probably not going to go on it on a regular basis unless it's really cool, right? Because this is just plastic. It's a good, like I said, it's not cheaply made. This is a quality piece by itself, but you don't want to put it on there while everything's hot. So be careful not to do that. But if you're a traveling quilter, this is great. How much does it weigh? Does it say? So this is a Panasonic NI-QL1100. Did I get my numbers right? Yeah. NI-QL1100. Panasonic. See if I skipped over anything. Okay, so for cleaning the sole plate, it says the best way to remove adhesives from this is to get an old cotton cloth and to iron in only one direction. Starch and other residue can be easily removed from sole plate with a damp cloth. To avoid scratching the finish, never use a metallic pad to clean it, and never place the iron on a rough surface. If synthetics are being ironed on a higher temperature level than instructed, the fabric not only will be damaged, but the sole plate will often be covered with the melted remains of the synthetic fabric. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But this is going to be, should only be working with cottons. But sometimes, like especially if you do a shirt fabric, sometimes some synthetics sneak in there. I had that problem with the other iron that I had, the Rowenta, that I still have it. It's just heavier than I want. Okay, I think we've covered all the big things. I'm going to get it set up now. Everything else is intuitive. I didn't go through it that you hit the set button to go to your different temperatures, but that's intuitive. And then everything else is something, you've seen before. You can fill it from here, or you can take that reservoir away to do it. Wonder if it had special instructions regarding that. So there is a maximum water level, and it says do not overfill, and I've got that in bold capital letters. So check it's the water level with this in the vertical position, not like that, right? Make sure you've got that clicking sound of it being reinserted properly before you turn your iron down. It says for quilting, maybe that's why it's a QI. So it's the maybe that's why it's QL. It's NI-QL1100 for quilting, but that's definitely why it's got this situation going on. They want you to be able to get into your corners and avoid seams, and you can manipulate your field of multiple 1/4-inch seams a little bit easier if you've got points on both sides. All right, very good. And of course, they want to connect with me. Awesome. I'm going to set this up on my ironing station. Before we put it on the ironing station, I guess I could clean up the ironing station a little bit, huh? So you can see that I've been using the craft iron while I waited, and I need to get it on. I need to get this one on a smart socket too. I keep the iron that I use on the regular basis. I keep that on a smart socket, but this one I try not to use. I try not to have it plugged up unless I'm just using it really frequently, because it doesn't have an auto shut off. And that's really important to remember, because nobody wants to burn down their studio, right? So I try not to plug it up and use that one unless I am actively using it. You remember, we just went through the instructions for cleaning. It didn't recommend using a cleaner like this. It said to not use anything abrasive. It said if anything got on it, it said that if anything gets on it, that you're supposed to use an old cotton cloth and just go in one direction repeatedly until all that residue comes off of the iron and onto the cloth. Okay, I'm going to set this aside to make sure that while I'm manipulating things, I don't knock it over. And the reason I had to get a different iron, if you remember, is that Miss Ruby Sue likes electrical cords, evidently. I wonder if I want that at a diagonal. Anyway, my point is I'm going to have this cord come off the backside so it's not where she can pull on it, at least not readily. Probably, let me see. I'm like this. I want to manipulate my wrist and hand as little as possible. So I really should have it like that, at that kind of angle. That's the least wrist and hand effort. Okay, so again, I'm going to take it off while I am getting down here. I'm going to have to turn the camera off for a minute because I got to move it so I can reach the socket. Okay, it is plugged up. Now I tell Alexa to turn it on. Alexa, turn on big iron. Good, I heard it click. Let's see if there's any kind of light. I don't remember there being a light on it anywhere that says it's working. There's a light on here that says it's working. Okay, I'm so excited. So it says it's off. Okay, so you can see it's powered on, but it's off. I want it on high because we work with cottons in this studio. I better find something that needs pressed. I had to stop recording for a minute because Ruby Sue went berserk for a second. I don't know what she saw, but seconds before I turned this back on, this was flashing. So I think that's just telling you that it's ready. So why don't we give it a go? Okay, I have 3 different things that we can practice with. They're just fabrics in the studio that I've been working with recently. This one has, some folds in it. It's a little bit harder to see, so I brought some of the others. And then I have this lovely, it's not really a panel, but it kind of is a panel. And we'll just press on that a little bit, but I'll make this quick. It might be easiest to see on this darkest one. Let me put that down first, this lovely paisley. I love this paisley. I mean, love it. I'm gonna get you a top-down perspective. Okay, the loveliest of all the loveliest of things is about to happen. I'm gonna grab an iron, reaching around a tripod, and not have to worry about a cord. Okay, up it goes. I can tell it's hot. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I have no water in there, of course, but I can smell that it's hot. Oh, and that you can tell it is. That feel it. Oh, that's great. Okay, I'm going to put some water in. I shall be right back. Okay, I did not fill it up, but oh, maybe I did. It's pretty close to it. Okay, so what I don't know is how long to wait before I've got steam. So I've turned my little, I'm going to see if it works already. It just put out water. That's just your power shot there. It's already making steam and I just put water in there. I am in love with this iron already. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is like the Rolls Royce, or what else is a really nice car these days. But this is king of kings, queen of queens compared to anything I've ever used. I can't imagine the Laura Star irons. They're not, not inexpensive. So there must be something magical about them too. But I'm telling you, this is a lot of magic. A lot of magic. Fantastic. I can't wait to be quilting with it and to use the double points. I don't know how many times I've been pressing my points open on one side and then the back end of my iron be messing up the others. But having this tapered and then just be able to turn around and go the other direction, oh my gosh, this is a fantastic iron. Fantastic. Okay, that's pressed. This is fun. I'm having fun now. Let's just do this too. Okay, so I'm gonna do the power shot. Okay, and now I'm just do the spray. Yep, everything got wet from the spray. Oh, you know what? Oh, I wonder if I'm supposed to put it back in. The lights are off. I wonder if it has to be back in. It does. So what's happening over here? It flashed as soon as I put it in there. But now it's making noise again, so you can't keep it off its base too long. Okay, but it was off the base for long enough. And it heated right up. I mean, it took just some seconds or two. Okay, so it is ready. Done. Okay. Yeah, that is one nice iron. It's still blowing out steam. Very nice. That sole plate being completely unmarred is quite nice. It's still putting out steam. I don't know how long. I should have timed it, but it's been maybe a couple minutes. It's not making the steam sounds now. So it's probably losing its heat and needs to go back on. That's good to know. Okay. See how it flashes? And then it stays on once it's heated up. It took it 3 seconds. Now it's steaming again. That is awesome. Fantastic. And it's pretty, guys. Have we talked about how pretty it is? All right, so I'm used to just telling Alexa, turn off big iron. I didn't say that too loud because I didn't want to turn it off just yet. But I am going to try to take care of this iron. I'm going to put a little bit of extra effort in. I'm going to make sure that I do drain the water each day. So I'm going to keep this jar in the studio because I don't have running water in here. And I don't want to, I know the variable that's going to make me not follow through, and that's accessibility and ease. If I can't make this an easy process of draining the iron, then I won't do it. Okay, but I've got this lovely little jar that I had gotten from a neighbor who used to have bees. He was in the, our neighborhood was called Twickenham Honey. And I loved getting honey from him. I could ride my bike up to his place and get honey, and it was great. Okay, so I'm gonna take off my water. All right, put the iron back. And then I'm just going to keep my, make sure you try to open that up, go in the right direction. And then I'm just going to keep this handy. I'm going to just pour it in there, and then I can reuse it tomorrow. Got it all drained inside here, and I can just reuse it tomorrow. I don't think there's any reason why I can't reuse the water. Okay, so I can go through the steps of turning it off, or I can say, Alexa, turn off big iron. And it's done. I think she just misunderstood what I said. She was asking me which iron because I'm 3 rooms away. Normally I turn around and face that direction whenever I tell her what to do. I can't wait to give this iron a good trial on doing some vertical steaming. I have a shirt upstairs that I want to press, so when I get that done, I will make a video about that as well. So just stay tuned. I am probably not going to be in the studio for a couple of days or so. I've been talking to you guys about all the reasons why. So don't look for a long format video. I might do a short or 2, but mostly I'm going to be one energetic bunny doing other stuff. As you know, I've got an estate sale that I have in the works, and then a closing on the house. Just a whole lot going on, so I won't be in the studio, so you may not see it. You will not see another long format video until I have these things behind me, but I'll probably get up a couple of shorts and that kind of thing. So please keep a lookout for those things, and definitely be on the lookout for another video about the Panasonic quilting iron. Because I don't like, this motion of ironing, I'm excited about using that steam function on my clothing, especially in the summertime when I like to wear cotton. So we'll give that a go. We'll see you in the next video. Hope you're having a good day. Bye-bye.